Excellent. Yeah. Say abusuafo no say mama serem a omo de hye no ombeba munyini free interpol red list no. No yes enye. E na ama NanaB kura second Ofori Attah pa obetimi abaga na oba mo so womra obeba oba no wankase. O say any right. O say o ye lawyer.
Wankase no see a solution.
Nti wa second Ofori Attah no ye pa yenye dede manemra oba kro kasa. And right.
NanaB, our cancer say me or you be on Nimyansa, but who say, I'm pack and Ofori Attah banner or me and one casa. And right. But silence, even a bigger statement. I be help in the prosecution. So sometimes, and I'm a casa boom, 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 boom. I drain a touch and I knock it too heavy. Because Oba, na, I'm a friend on casa. That alone, I louder than even Wakasa. What I said, I'm go win your mumu. What's a casa? Nasa was a one casa. Then court in the bachelor. All that they have to do is say, I see on casa. Now the court. Then the court knows I was on casa. Yeah. On casa. Then ya casa was on casa. Antimunya and non coffee. I'm a casa. Home. Yeah, I think. What's the politics on the egg that is cheaper? These characters, your Mokasa say no, we are nursing doctor, not here, children who say, we didn't this can so far. And I can't open a shaman for before. No, so I think it's serious. Can Ofori Attah Busia for saying? Yeah, I think that yes, Obia or Hokwine as Ghana need to say anything. But you see, America say, answer I will do a nimbe kwakwaji dear nim no. You should always have your back against the wall. So people will not have questions to ask you. And to yes, I name it's good so Obia be fighting for the family member because a dean can Ofori Attah and I'm sure say Interpol criminal nipa na no more than less no. A drug syndicate where you just a criminal sir. Omo wanted within the international community and on your model list so it's on record and they didn't can Ofori Attah na link back to a fear so definitely no you not take it kindly because a good man for any you understand so I think that it's okay so what is idea but you see the question maybe some who say enti sabi enema hunu nana can Ofori Attah yen wo krom ha say no na family no matiase and now mututu kwan ko China na Vietnam afi no aba no bete de ekoso when the nonsense was going on in this country can Ofori Attah abusian for no more Ghana na mo vacation na China so they didn't know they didn't read the papers they didn't know what was happening when the guy was foolishly borrowing you can't some China ontie when all used companies here to advise transactional advisors
on one company
paying friends when the gentleman was aggressively egu papa kwasi Indian banks and then as a form and the family near hunyansa and kasa oya Ghana business wa fa Ghana for your family yesra kane momo kwenya changes kwa na obeye at the supervisory rem na ye na kwasi Indian abie banka oye nipa adwuma yese hwan seidu agongo abie adwuma our bank na ne problem nyina ne say or some court and he cannot own a bank. You're different in some egu bank. Ofori Attah was the master planner behind some of these things. When the guy was borrowing here and there, corruption, a Japan PDS deal, ECOSO recordings and nearby the deal or more check commission share and as a family no more. So you see, and America said you could draw a point and that there is no shame in the society. I think they should just shut up and allow things to drive. You understand? Because all come back and forth for motion or family should have been the first person to kick in. Now among special prosecutor no. So definitely no. On the medical condition here complicated and called family na man there. I didn't see a family na issue statement say say no cause there some man time. Who's the nipa when the thing was back and forth now, special prosecutor wanted answers, The family did not write to the special prosecutor, they did not go there. But now, yet not to Interpol red alert so you know free so no I was saying I messed that opportunity now yes and that is when the family is getting the energy to say your friend say na Ghana for mu you know some with the family members sa kwasi head cut na sabi ye okrom ha pensioner de ni sika ono asevu ni sika o se o de akoto government share no aka no Ofori Attah ebubu o musika no kama papa no oni abusuani wawu o hyefom sa ye fa senche so hwan sa ye fa za hotel kase bi wa papa no so no so wawu omudo mu nebusianfo ye ka bi mo onye ye these are shameless cowards say sometimes I know because the politics na cheap and media meme hu sa statement na social media no na me free say be enkwasase me no bi atwura akoto social. I didn't even know that nonsense will be coming from a family member because over the years you know ye nim dia koso okroma ya ansa na obetimi aka nsem bi say no de ekoso no esenka waka bi pen because when Ghanaians were wailing, no, you cannot say that people were complaining that Kufuor, no, they were all NDC people. No. Ghana for Messia Sofubi or bank or say or Kotor government bond, and I just said Nisika Yinan or the Kokoya, dear, or Bobo Siansan or Didi. And the Ohana, sir, I let you Mutia some time ago be a Sanji and Abaton account no free. I want for do can say, oh, where the Yamiadum, Abatom account. And yet, Tiana Poko do Bango Kwakuya, or Masan would do a scan by mistake. Enti obi a oye healthy or no e dey sika gu ono by force why yare for
pressure
and the family ebimu wu sa Gold Coast we na kan we papa kwasi ndom ade na by do you know the number of people mu sika wo obo wu omo ebimu ade na yare for family no na mo wo hefa I think say sometimes you know there is no shame in obi aye niam hunu bia na ofa ne ho adi. I am expecting say come back advises the special prosecutor say making sure say you don't witch hunt. Namom emrane nhyehyeye ewo ho no ye ba na ye tu no fo obedi so na ye ne na kasa say obeba eda sei na oba ye be make sure say de esemo ye bia no mo be ye say am no ka
we are okay na just say oh oni nyansafo na ke kasa.
Exactly. That is what every normal human being will do. Yes. And these are people as en kaye turu for money yes anema no. What I say? Say abrante ya kan say me say ori na ye the masterpiece one puzzle. Puzzle now ye tutu ane ya hye no. Ofori Attah is the masterpiece in the larger corruption puzzle now ye try to ye first say unravel in this country. Because am no ka say NIB any Yoko for I open a separate investigation about the criminal dealings in this country. So for him, no first and a special prosecutor and one channel. But I say no, I had double overseer double salansa. Yoko a way. So I know today no the gentleman is going to have a ride. So the early he comes and face whatever he's supposed to face and stop playing this I am sick card. I am sick, there be a country or yare there. Obi yare I want to win Kasasi and I say. But the reality is when you be away bedridden, when you be away immobilized, I would have bed so. Aka say on to win to kwan according to sources go ebinim kwa so mu hunu land not ye fence ba bi didi and the pictures were circulating on social media so we know bia we yare da house wuntumi nante wuntumi nya we yes we a finance minister so wo bo bra papa I'll be more than happy enough to avail myself and answer you understand and that kind of Attah so yare abra no ye finance minister me say hu ni tie siso atimi say akwa na yare no na mo we ask me kotena chief because he should resign for the health sake. Okay.
If you them
yes, because who know teams or yare at that time, you know, I was worried say even decisions no making were not out of reasoning because the guy was sick. At that time, no family no who say, oh, yeah, buy or yare. So Uncle China will be taking over. MPP as a political party, MPs in parliament, you know, said no, Ken. Abraba wo de economy newborn and ya brabo papa nti yesro he's in chain every year. A free doctor now we go to no find saying there is this doctor or Kumasi
and the appear could be
no but could be or yet and the appear could be baba could be Kumasi omuko to my primary solution ye or I don't say I'm a doctor or yeah or tire interviews oh me nidina me refi ye tu no ene or ta grant interview ye ko tu no ma ene otifie because okodi animu say ye ni Ofori Attah or a lawyer mom oh okay no and the idea could be dying we Kumasi ankasa yes Eugene
you are doctor
oh okay Eugene asem na America
Eugene Boache
ye tu no Say out if you know MP.
So common from.
Yes, because of that, we know Mudi and Musa kind of for that and sin change. Yes, yes, only Andy we know yet to win a fear. So this is a brabo can for a tababo chroma say, and near my branch we are chroma say no. Say, yeah, a man a year, one of Mudnuko Sikajeti and answer Makwala and Kayamana Babuno Kuno because of some decisions will take a amount for life away from them. This is the crimes are even you can say it's alleged, but the consequences and the impact of these alleged crimes were visible, were very impactful. And the papa was Indium. Obi oye ya fence adwuma wura na wadan ya kawura. I'm told say na kra na ho nya de oyare. This is a businessman or creative business that
over 3,000.
Yes, and there is no business that was as a challenge, you know, even more challenge you but yet to make us a challenge you have, you know, what as a company, that is how I run it. So you as an overseer, no, you have to re-engineer plan, and until we lead a Nyansa team, you engineer plan just to ensure somebody may navigate it through. Sabaya nipa benye juma ye. Yet Timodin gugu sa nyuma we nyina guye. Emma majority of people kotena fie. And that time so obia enya kisu brana be you are you are out there talking nonsense witch hunting and or yare no yes na bra no yare na owu no na onfa finance minister na yemfa ntu amana se cathedral na yensesa yesika na was he not borrowing. So I think the family should give us a break. Some of this nonsense, this emotional crusade, no, will not fly in the face of reasoning, in the face of logic. Because Ghana, they lived through the Kenoforata era. They saw what happened. They experienced it. Some lost their parents, some lost their uncle, some lost their wife, some lost their fortune. And the doings of this gentleman. Branabe, you are not come and answer. That is up to us. You understand? So I think that the special prosecutor must do whatever it takes. I'm happy to say the Attorney General has started processes just to ensure that the extradite him and for it's going to be a bit complicated, but family no one Sembia can and your special prosecutor and also let command. They should write to Ofori Attah. Say and your special prosecutor and no. I Ghana for no. Opa se me declare say babia be who Ofori Attah bia no mo fa na man ka be Ghana for mo abrocho mo kwa hwe the number. Because do na the sika ba kroma Ofori Attah anti sika na kam. They are angry and peeved. Man for better than about Kruma say. That is how I'm a bravo number boy, no. I'm a Ghana for you peeved and angry about the way they did their thing. So for me, I think that family needs to just shut up. And Merenes or Mokasano, I come. Because Abrana near Mahunu Kosono, that was the time I sent Commodium Jim. No Mutu more for Siano for Abrana or take those and Quasia decisions in a Ghana Coboy, no. But I know my boy, baby, trying to pick the pieces together. Sabi bit me coming back. Then bringing your voice to the conversation. I think they should give us a break.
Well, listen.
Once again, the chronic came. Oh, say, when you first see Gabriel, say, maybe 2 and 3 fine teacher. Now, can Ofori Attah share the Brazil or Ghana? I make kind. I predicted today. Say, the bedroom baby. The reason why I was say, a buying a bebano, a benyesika, a dia to Ghana foot home. Now you're the above mine home. So I said, can you be a woman be a toilet? Almost last year, from 2017 January, now no more year. Veteran, one the Minister for Finance. Sabre me talk my parliament say, can Ofori Attah does not qualify to be a finance minister. The kind, the woman Shuamus and Semno, and you know credit. Say Okoye University and you know
I want a fraud there.
Should the movie scam?
Second Ofori Attah. Or any better qualification as far as finance or whatever is concerned, economics is concerned, we need any better qualification there. Everything he provided to the panel was false. And Suhini Busa the question. And prior to Suhini the question, you know, now I think was it Suhini now that said Busa they said, does he have accounts in tax havens? Tax haven, baby. wo a wo mpese wo betwia to wo man mu no wo di usika kosie se na be ya wo be avoid taxes mainly. 2 obi wo a owo sika bi a opese wo di dwane ana wo di sie ne manfo ana o man no ehon so utimi di sika ko na oye obi a ono ne the first criminal yenya no man we mu in this fourth republic obu aban Rollins aban tie Rollins aban obu Rollins aban faso sata no fi Liberia abagana oni Johnson Sirleaf na no ye president
yeah maame bi
ewo Liberia no sa data bank no oni maame no ne bieye eti maame no had I think a higher percentage shares plus some other friends of his omo nyina no mo Liberia o call Liberia e dia no mo de freken ye maame dia on the phone na odi dream ma dream no ko dru bepe so say oni snake ko to kese say opesu osisi adan e ma snake workers na te say de a free fa nya free fa IvanKyei champion
yeah
aka Fautogaji golf yeah osisi estates be wo Ghana ha ne subi mada Senya Saglema, IvanKyei champion is still holding the record. Now, that time now, no, yeah, Sadiano. And Pennyfo be quati, could be a friend. People's Movement for Freedom and Justice, PMFD. Now, yeah, boy, a champion, yes, I know money now. It is Sadiano, and now also so, I could fast say, template we. Rollins aban mo masnet mami sika na me fancy estates ahodo pi estate na
sika no so e
dan wa asase no okodi asase no o se man so aba asase no nti sika $12 million obi an Google obotan
yeah
obotan
I read through
you're criminal. Look, say akablemeza 10 na 10 say wono wo yetete krofo no ya abefo KG na make ka nyina ke no Ofori Attah na yeye en woni Alex Daddy na Ofori Akropon akufo ado nua no en woni omo yeye. Everything they did is criminal. Pot kohwe and now pa pot tema pot ne kohwe ade a ekoso wo tema pot because omo J pot adwuma ni free aban nsem GC net na aban wo percentage wo mu ana GC net de ye adwuma about 35%. They took all aban percentage no de adwuma ne ko ba bi ye friend unicorn and then buso bia wo tema pot unicorn enya adwuma me boamachi madam for broni bi or a Brazilian
na pay up in 2 minutes man
ana odi adwuma baaye say obia odi ne nyoma frama no ne ba bia no e wo say ye ma aban hu in advance ade a wo ship free country ne so di abaga na hantie free bibi advance shipment information na embedded in advance shipment information or the tracking account ye be track cargo no say ne bia obia no manyira wo high seas onyoma bedru Ghana enyira petie the tracking account tie free bibi cargo tracking note na ken Ofori Attah ne akwa bi e friend Coleman o mako sign contract aye company bi e friend CTN Ghana Limited ajeje importer sika di o mu wie ya o magu company no we nyina hye ne tuo we kwa me fan koyi o enka ho afi na mde no
afi na ade no beko
eti eka ken Ofori Attah asemo a abusua no omo ho ye me fere say omo di omo anu betum na omo di omo anu tum incapacity as what say abusua ben omo free hin omo ye hwanom omo ye ni pata Ghana ni ben abusua ben papa ben abusua papa ben because this is abusua mu be ka che ye say ye ya beifo ma
yes
say
ya criticize ya ku for do kronfo tutu bottom ni balawo say wo di 11 atutu ye bottom wo ye fon so the phone and then galamsey site. To galamsey where phone so ya koka enti omo kuro mu hine ne say yen ye ya beifo ma yen awu he beifo ba na ka wo he onu na ni na hwe yen anim a won na say beifo ba wo de hwe na nim na hwe yen anim e ka no Ofori Attah anim hwabusua ni nyina hwe anim na hwe yen a ye ka say hwe yesu anim na won na say beifo ba abusua wei ana omo ye den sebi nka mu tu ne fo tete ni ye ma ne bobra pa
all right 30 seconds
and ata ye busua so sorry say ata yi no so ye nyana ye ajeja no
ne eja
from força
okay
what be finance minister wia sika kogu abusua no mu di sa na Akufo do papa be ye mampani just for 1 year 5 months hwe kro no obo ye ship kura potimi yira ship 1 year 5 months o bokro no
ba from say dia farmer so na
we are your son we are mama and Akufo do atọ Japan nyina including hotel no ohun de Yakopon eye say oba aban mu nu asa akọji hotel na eso onu susu te general for o ma Charles ni na ye hotel keke o so asema ekoso no abusua ni ntwe mu mfim na munya abusua papa bia nchanga na ni bia abusua ni the best we can describe you is a very intolerable family akwonfo abusua ya ma be wia ma regabi hwede gabi ayo man hwe kofi asante be di etu hwede na nkopo aye no hwede na yare aye no bo bibi ka mo kosere nyame na mo so tin na maaye
medas
we am boyfo pa nyakopo be tua mo ka
thank you very much
Mr.